So as we know, yeah, Lil Durk and four others are charged with the murder of Quando Rondo's cousin, Lil Pab, yeah? Well, one of the co-defendants on the case out of the five, which includes Durk, has sent a letter to the judge saying that, listen, I do not want to be on the same trial as the rest of these other four, man. He wants to separate himself from all four, the other four, including Dirk, and go on trial separately. So he's trying to distance himself from them, and he's kind of throwing them under the bus at a point as well. But like at this point there, they're all in jail fighting for their life. You know what I'm saying? They're all probably thinking about themselves. Because Little Dirk is actually, we're going to get into a Little Dirk issue as well, yeah. But let me just get with this thing first with OTFDD. This is OTFDD here. This is Little Dirk's long time boy, yeah. He sent a letter to the judge, and this is what the letter says. To the Honorable Court, all parties and their counsel of record, Defendant DeAndre Wilson, which is OTFDD, by and through his counsel of record, Craig A. Harbour, that's probably his lawyer, yeah, hereby moves this court for an order severing his trial from that of co-defendant Dirk Banks and any other co-defendants whose trials are joined with Mr. Banks. So he's saying, yo, I want to be separated from Little Dirk and anyone else who's on the case with Little Dirk as well. Even though all five of them together, he wants to be separate. This motion is made pursuant to Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure 14 on the ground that a joint trial will cause compelling and incurable prejudice to Mr. Wilson, OTFDD, as a result of prejudicial spillover from extensive other acts evidence noticed by the government that overwhelmingly concerns Mr. Banks and other alleged actors and would not be admissible against Mr. Wilson if he were tried alone. So they're saying that the evidence that they have on Little Dirk and the other three man, yeah, is looking bad for them. But what you've got on him isn't looking bad. So because he's tied in with them, he can't get separate. Like if they all five of them go on trial together and they get found guilty, yeah, they're not gonna find the four of them guilty and him not, because he's got lack of evidence. They're all tied together. So while they're all tied together, he's saying, boy, he's just basically saying, yo, you man, it look bad for you, man, but it don't look bad for me. So I wanna go on trial separately, because I feel like if I go on trial separately, yeah, the evidence they got on me, I can beat the case. But I'm stuck with you four man, and it's looking bad for you. When they find you, or if they find you guilty, they're gonna find me guilty as well. And you lot's evidence on you is not looking good. Whereas me now, they ain't really got nothing on me. So is he wrong for doing that, trying to separate himself from the trial? Is he wrong for doing that? I don't know. But at the end of the day, all of them are in jail right now thinking, boy, you know what I'm saying? I'm fighting for my life here. So he's probably trying his best and thinking, yo, wait there, man. I've looked at my paperwork here. They ain't really got nothing on me. But I can't. So why am I being in this case? Well, I need to separate myself from them because I can beat it on my own. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what he's trying to do. But yeah, let's carry on. Mr. Banks, Little Dirk, to alleged bounty killing of Mr. Mac. Mr. Mac is, I think, the guy who was responsible for Little Dirk's brother. Mr. Wilson is not identified in connection with this incident. So they're saying, because remember, you know, it's a RICO, you know, even though Dirk is not on trial for this year, they're using this evidence to say why Dirk is getting all these man touched and Dirk does this and that. And he's saying, yo, this evidence you're using on Dirk here is alleged to have put a bounty on someone. It's nothing to do with me. It's nothing to do with him. You get me? And then in April 2023, in a text message group, a Mona Duke feud, because Little Dirk and them allegedly had a beef with Mona Duke. But Mona Duke, what I will say, you know, Mona Duke, yeah, Mona Duke started going out with and breeded up Dirk's dead brother's baby mother about a year after his brother died. After Dirk's brother D thing, yeah, D thing. You lot probably heard D thing got killed in Chicago, yeah, a couple years back, and he was actually with his girlfriend at the time, his baby mother. I'm sure it was his wife. Actually, he might have been married. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, but it might have been his wife. So this guy, as soon as little Dirk's brother died, um, Dirk's brother's wife got with Mona Duke from Old Block about a year later and had a kid with him. And she was with Mona Duke. Mona Duke died this year, got killed this year. She was with Mona Duke all up until he died. You know what I'm saying? And they're saying the notice claims a group text between Defendant Banks and OTF members, including Defendant OTF DD, Antonio Jones, aka Booney Mo, and PW1. Now, PW1, this guy is a bit dodgy, but I'm assuming this guy, PW1, is OTF Jam. The people have been saying OTF Jam is a snitch and he's snitching on this case. I'm not 100% sure, but they don't name this guy. PW1, I don't know if it's potential witness number one, but he don't really get named in this paperwork, so I'm assuming it's OTF Jam. Reflected Mr. Banks' frustration that Old Block was not properly retaliating for Bennett's death. Bennett is King Von, so they're saying that in a group chat, Durk was pissed at Old Block because they weren't sliding for Von. Do you know what I'm saying? And bear in mind, everybody on this case that Durk's on, Durk and the other four men that are charged with this for sliding for Von, none of these members are from Old Block on this case. Do you know what I'm saying? So Old Block didn't slide for Von. It was Durk and his boys. Durk is not from Old Block. And none of the men that are charged with the murders that slid for Von are from Old Block. You get me? So Durk might have been mad at Old Block for that. But I also think that Durk was mad at Mona Duke for getting with his dead brother's baby mother. And Mona Duke is supposed to be a friend of Durk. You know what I'm saying? In the thread, Mr. Banks, Durk, not Mr. Wilson, not OTFDD, declared, "I'm finna pipe up." And then Booney Mo, another man on the case, responded with, "Blood, it's green light, say green lit. Yeah, I'm on it. Let's go. It's a go." You get me? When I say it's green, that means it's a go. You know what I'm saying? Getting shit together now, no phones. The government expects PWI, which I expect is the snitch, OTF Jam, to testify about purported follow-up plans involving others. Significantly, the government attributes no statement to Mr. Wilson in this exchange. So they're saying in this paperwork, when Little Durk was trying to get these men to go and slide on Old Block, it had nothing to do with OTFDD. This is what the OTFDD is saying. He was in the group chat, but he didn't speak. This is another reason why he wants to separate himself from their case. You get me? And he says his presence is merely noted as being on the text chain. So what I've just said there, basically, he was just in the group chat, but he never said nothing. There is no claim that Mr. Wilson agreed with, endorsed, or act on Mr. Banks' statements. So when Little Durk was in there being vexed and all that, all the other OTF man might have started talking in there, but OTFD didn't say nothing. So this is another reason why he's saying, yo, this evidence, this evidence you're using on these, man, I'm not in it. I'm not involved in none of it. In April 2023, another Instagram chain, another text chain between Dirks, OTFDD, Booney Mo, and Devonshire Collier. I don't know who that is. I think that's OTF Zoo, yeah. Allegedly shows Durk forwarding an Instagram message he sent to rival Richard Ramsey stating, "I got them hunting you up. I'd better have free ski mask on." So he's saying that Little Durk was sending a threat to somebody, yeah. And they're saying OTFDD is not alleged to be the author of the threatening statement. His name appears only as a participant listed on the chain. So when Little Durk is in these Instagram or text groups, yeah, or they're saying OTFDD's in these groups, but he's not talking or saying anything. He's just in there. You get me? This does not claim that Mr. Wilson, OTFDD, commented on, endorsed, or even responded to Banks' message. So every time they're catching Durk saying something to man or giving orders, allegedly giving orders, they're saying OTFDD is never participated or spoken there. which is probably clever. He's probably thinking, yo, this is bait. These men are talking in this Instagram chat. Yeah, I'm not saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's probably thinking, yo, this is bait. You know what I'm saying? On April 2023, Booney Mo, a voice note alleging conveying Mr. Banks, Little Durk's instructions regarding money and sliders, getaway cars. OTFDD is not identified and there's no evidence he received the audio message. So Booney Mo was sent a voice note talking about getting some whips to go and slide with Little Durk, allegedly. And they're saying OTFDD wasn't involved in none of it. You know what I'm saying? And then lyrics. The notice cites multiple lyrics by Durk, including "aha," "smirk," "slide, slide, slide," "don't respond to shit with Von," "they dropping locations, I'm getting it done," "rumors," "I don't want no niggas who you catch, I want the one I paid for," and "scream his ass," "bounty hunter, you ready to crack that little bitch down to get her off?" These statements are attributed solely to Mr. Banks. So all this evidence they're using on Little Banks, think about it. All this evidence they're trying to throw on Little Durk here, OTFDD is not in none of it. You get me? So he's probably looked at his paperwork and thought, rah, nah, man, they're using that against them. That can be bad against Durk and all that, but boy, like all these group chats and text chats, Instagram chats and voice notes, I never speak on none of them. These men are all moving bait, yeah? And now, because I'm in the group chats, these men are trying to get me involved. Nah, I'm not involved in none of that. These cases are real sticky, you know, because at these some point, some people start thinking to themselves like, yo, well, I gotta think about me, you know. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you're sitting in your cell and you're getting paperwork, and there's bare things in the paperwork, and you're looking, and it's about mainly the other four man you're locked up with, but there's hardly anything pointing you into it as well. So OTFDD is probably thinking, "Raw, I got a better chance of beating this case." It's not like he's snitching. He's not telling or nothing. He's just saying, "Yo, you lot's things a bit worse than mine. So boy, I can't be stood next to you. Like, I need to get my own trial." So I don't know, man. You don't know how the next man's feeling when they're sitting in there thinking about their life. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, he's probably just thinking about himself there. But there's a part where Little Durk seems to be thinking about himself as well. So who is in the wrong, really? Who is in the wrong? Look here. Little Durk has filed a new motion to dismiss the second superseding indictment. So Little Durk, yeah. With Little Durk as well, they ain't got much evidence on Little Durk either, you know. The baddest piece of evidence they got on Little Durk is Little Durk's phoning them saying, or texting them saying, "Don't book no flights or not or anything in my name." That's what he's saying to them. That's what the feds evidence they got. And they've got some lyrics that they're trying to use. There's some lyrics that they're trying to use, but come to find out they can't even use them lyrics again, because the lyrics they're trying to use against Durk, the producers claiming that, yo, we made this song before that happened, so how can you use the lyrics? So the evidence ain't on Durk too tough either. I think that they kind of rushed with locking up Durk because they locked up the other four man first, you know. They locked up the other four man first, and obviously Little Durk must have found out about it. Remember, Little Durk booked 2 flights, one to Dubai and one to I don't know if it was Switzerland or something. You get me? And that's why the feds moved in on Little Durk, because they thought, yo, he's gonna get off. You get me? So they might have rushed locking up Little Durk and not even having too much on him. And so look, this is Little Durk, yeah. This is Little Durk's letter to court to try and get them to drop the charges on him. Defendant Durk Banks, through his attorneys, Drew Feinlin, Marissa Goldberg, Jonathan M. Brayman, and Christy O'Connor. This brother's got 4 lawyers, you know. But why? It's your life, innit? You know what I'm saying? Did he had like 3 lawyers as well on his case, or maybe 4 top lawyers? You know what I'm saying? Boy, that's how it gets when you fighting for your life. Hereby files this motion to dismiss the Given the vagueness of the indictment's bounty and at the direction of allegations, if the indictment is permitted to stand, a bill of particulars is warranted. Mr. Banks requests a bill of particulars that reflects the theory upon which the grand jury rested its charging decision, and that gives Mr. Banks fair notice of the allegations against him. So they're saying that, they're saying that Durk is alleged to have put a bounty on these man head, yeah? So they want to know, what proof have you got of Durk putting this bounty on his head? Like, we're getting to it now. Look, number one, the language that Mr. Banks allegedly used to convey his offer of a pecuniary bounty in order for the murder of TB. So they're saying they want to know, what did Durk say? Because they haven't got Durk on the phone or a text of Durk saying, yo, I will pay you this to do that to them, man. They ain't even got little Durk on the phone saying, yo, get my man. So they want to know, what did he say? Like, the court have not said that Durk said, yo, I want him dead. Here is 10K, just awesome. They want to know, what language, what did Durk say? What language, what did he use? All right, then, if he didn't say it blatantly like that, what code did he use then? Did he say, yo, even another example, they want to know, even if little Durk said, yo, I've got 10K to get him out of here, or, any other kind of way. They just want to know what Durk said. You get me? Because then when they come forward with that, they can fight that. Because if the feds have not told them, they've just said Durk's put a bounty on, man. They ain't told them how he's put the bounty on, man, which way he said it, how, you get me? But yeah, second, the nature of item or pecuniary value, the monetary reward or music opportunity that Banks is alleged to have offered and or delivered in exchange for the murder. So they're saying, yo, the feds have not said the price of what the bounty, that they've just said Durk's got a bounty on the head. They ain't said the price of it. They ain't said what Durk's offered them. They ain't saying, yo, did Durk offer them a record deal? What did Durk offer these, man? They're just saying, but the feds are just saying a bounty. They haven't broke it down. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even said a price. So what, you know what I'm saying? And then 3, the date, time, audience, and circumstances of the alleged bounty offer. So they're saying, if Durk did put a bounty on these man's head, when did he do it? What day did he do it? And how did they come about this? Like, where was you lot when he said this? How did he say it? What time was it? Who was he with when he said it? You get me? The feds have not proved none of this yet, They ain't got none of this. You know what I'm saying? So this is why it don't look too bad for Durk either. You know what I'm saying? The language used, date, time, audiences, and circumstances related to at the direction allegations in the indictment. You know what I'm saying? Because the feds are saying that these man killed Lil Pablo, Quando Rondo's cousin, at the direction of Little Durk. So they're saying, okay, then show us how Durk directed them. Show us Durk's involvement in this. Show it us, because we've read all the paperwork, and in the paperwork, there's nothing in there. So if you've got proof, if you've got a price of how much Durk said, if you've got a day of when Durk said it, if you've got a time of when Durk said it, if you know what specifically, who was with Durk when he said it, if you've got someone saying Durk said it, then you need to show us the evidence. If not, drop the charges. This is what the feds are saying, you get me? This request is made under Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure and the 5th and 6th Amendments. So there we have it. Durk is actually looking at himself as well, because Durk's trying to get his charges dropped as well. So is OTFDD wrong for trying to get himself separated from this group? And Durk is trying to get himself dropped out of it, and the rest of the man got to deal with it. It's the same kind of thing, really. It's the same kind of thing. One man's just looking at his paperwork and thinking, right, these men look bad, but I don't. So I want to be separated from them. And Durk's looking at it like, yo, the evidence ain't that bad on me. So what I'm getting is the other 3 man, the evidence is probably more on them. You know what I'm saying? Durk and OTFDD look like if they got any chance, they're the ones that are gonna beat the case. If they've got a chance. But little Durk is trying to get his thing dropped before he even gets to court. You know what I'm saying? Little Durk is trying to get his thing dropped still. So you never know any. But now Durk has sent in this request. If they have proof of anything Durk did, as in like, if they've got anything like Durk saying, yo, I put 20 bags on him, I want him dead, I want him gone, now they're going to have to come forward and show it. Do you know what I'm saying? Now they're going to have to come forward and show it. But yeah, I'm going to keep you lot updated anyway, man. I'm going to keep you lot updated with all this anyway. But yeah, man. So you never know, man. It's not looking too bad for Durk. And from what I see at OTFDD, he don't look as bad as the rest of them. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot more evidence on the other three. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me know what you lot think anyway. If you're watching this video, subscribe to the channel, people. Yeah, let's get this to 1,000 subscribers, man. Let's get this to 1,000 subscribers. Come on, man. You're not liking the content. You're not liking how I'm breaking it down. Leave a comment in the comment section, man. Let me know if you think I should do more of this or do less of this or whatnot. And let's take a second to give the video a like. Yeah, I'm out, Says World.
I done sold all this dope for years just to become a YouTuber. Shit fucked up, y'all.